First about a single entry system, and yesterday I explained the two formats. Yesterday I explained there's two formats. That is bills receivable account and bills payable account. Once again I will tell you, in yesterday class I discussed about the format of bills receivable account and bills payable account. Now for today's class, I will go to the total debtors account and total creditors account. This is it is very important. Total debtors and total creditors, it will become around 10 marks question. It will become on 10 marks question for your examination. Okay, I will start. That's total debtors account. See, in the last class, I explained bills receivable account as the same. See, debtors also it is a current asset. So when the current assets are given, that is a total debtors, you should take on debit side, that is a opening debtors. You should take on opening debtors, that is a balance brought on debit side. Okay. Next, the credit sales. You should take on a credit sales in the total debtors account. Very important. You should mark that is credit sales. Credit sales na underline ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. It is very important. Credit sales na underline ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. Next, bills receivable dishonored. Bills receivable dishonored or creditors endorsed to creditors. Very important. Creditors and then bills receivable endorsed to creditors. Next, credit side. By cash, that is received from debtors. Next, page number 134. Next, bills receivable, that is received from debtors. Next, sales return, bad debts, discount allowed. Okay. Next, the closing amount, that is you should take on credit side. See, this is the total debtors account. Okay. Next, total creditors. You should do as opposite direction on comparing total debtors account. Okay. In the debtors account, opening balance are mentioned in the debit side. But in the creditors, we should take an opening balance, that is a credit side. That is by balance brought down. Very important. See, in the total debtors, we should take on, that is credit sales. Here we have to take, that is credit purchase. Credit purchase. Bills payable, that is dishonored. In here, bill payable. Next, here debtors, that is bills receivable endorsed to creditors. Vice versa for total debtors. Okay, in the debit side, we are going to cash, that is paid to creditors. Bills payable issued to creditors. Next, bills receivable, that is bills receivable endorsed to creditors. Next, purchase return, discount received, then the closing balance you should take on a debit side. This is the format which are the for total debtors and total creditors. Now I will go for a problems, that is question number, I will tell you, this is the question number We are going for question number 2. Not question number 2. No, no. I will go for another problem. Yes. I will go for question number 3. I will go for question number 3. These type of questions will be given for examination. See question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3. See, these type of question will become for your examination. These question will be given in your examination. See, I will start okay. The third question is sorry for technical. Now I'm starting the third question number third. That is page number 143. That is page number 143. See, Kashyap carries on a small business, but he does not maintain a complete set of account books. He deposits all receipts and makes all payments only by means of checks. He maintained properly a cash book, a sales ledger, and a purchase ledger. He also make a proper record of assets as at the close of every accounting year. From such records, you are you are able to gather the following facts. Okay. In the question, in the question, receipts for the year ended is 31st December 2000. What are the given? Sundry debtors, cash sales, paid in up the proprietor, paid in by the proprietor. See, next, payments made for a year ended, that is 31st December 2000. Here you should listen, you should read carefully. See, one is receipts and another one is payment. Sundry expense and sundry creditors. In this question, assets and liabilities are given. You have to read carefully. In this question, assets and liabilities on 31/12/2009, Here giving opening and another one is closing. Okay. See the sundry creditors, sundry debtors, bank, stock, and plant. From the above debt, from the above data, prepare the profit and loss account the year ended 31st December 2000 and the balance sheet as on the date. Okay, shall I explain now? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Shall I go for her problem? Shall I explain? ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸಾರಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. Okay, thank you. Okay, in this problem, we have to opening capital and closing sales and credit sales and credit purchases are not given. So we have to prepare bank account or cash account. Next, preparers account to find out bills and creditors account. Okay. Now the statement of affairs. Statement of affairs, that is, I mentioned 2 years, that is 31/12/1999 and 31/12/2000. There is one is liability side and another one is asset side. See, I am explaining, you should listen carefully. When we are going for statement of affairs. Okay, ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Now ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Okay. See, statement of affairs. Statement of affairs open ಮಾಡುವಾಗ first you should write on liabilities on the left side. On the right side you should write on assets. Okay, so liabilities ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? liabilities ಅಲ್ಲಿ only creditors ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. only creditors ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is 7,575. We should take on only on 31/12/99 because we have to find out only opening capital ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಮೊದಲನೇ ಇಯರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ? ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆನ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್, ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬರೀ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಅದೊಂದೇ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರಿತೀವಿ? ಸಂಡೇ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಾದ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ನಾವು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ಅಂತ? ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 145. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ? Did you understand how to find out the opening capital? Okay, next cash book. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬುಕ್ ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿ, ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ఓకేనా? In this question, there is not mentioned the closing bank balance. ಇಲ್ಲಿ closing bank balance ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. So we have to find out. So we have to find out the closing bank balance. So we have to start from the left side. That is to balance brought on. You should take on the opening balance amount, that is 1875. That is 1875. Next, debtors ತಗೋತೀರಾ? Debtors ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಮೌಂಟು? 52,875. That is 52,875. Next time we additional capital. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 12,375 ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಕಶ್ಯಪ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪ್ರೊಪ್ರೈಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 7,500. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಯಾವ್ದು ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು in your question which are given in the receipts, that all you should write on the debit side of cash book. Once again I will tell you, see, which are given in the receipts account in your question, that one you should write in debit side of the cash book. Okay. Next, in the credit side, you should take on all the payments made. What are all the payments made? You should write on the credit side. See, first one is plant purchase, next drawing, next wages, next salary, interest, telephone, rent, light and power, sundry expenses, sundry creditors. Now you should make a total. Now you should do a total. The difference amount, that is balance carried on. Did you understand? See, the closing balance of bank balance, that is 9,825. Did you understand? The statement of affairs in cash book to find the closing bank balance. Is understand or not? Is understand or not? Tell me. Balance brought on. Yeah, that is cash book. That is cash or bank. See, in your question, they given a bank amount. They given bank amount, that is 1,875. That is, you should take a balance brought on. Cash and both are same. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now, that is cash sales. That is cash sales, Rajeshwari, which are given in the receipt side. Which are given in the receipts in the question, you should write on the debit side. Which are given in the payments, that you should write on credit side. Difference amount, which is a closing balance cash. Okay. The difference amount is a closing balance. Okay, thank you. Next, I will go for total debtors and bills receivable account. Total debtors account. We have to find out here credit sales. In the total creditors, we have to find out credit purchase. Very important. Already I told when I explained the format. Already I told that is total debtor and total creditors. Okay. Now the total debtors. In the total debtors, in this question, that amount is 11,250. That is the opening balance. Opening. So we can take and left side debit side, that is opening. Opening means we can always take as debit side, that is asset. When you doing asset, at that time you should take on opening balance on the side. Okay, see total debtors. Debtors means here we are giving there is two amount. First column is opening and second column is closing. Okay, so here first you should take on 11,250 on the debit side. Next credit side. Next credit side you should take on buy cash, that is 52,875. That is from sundry debtors which are given in the sundry debtors, which are given in the receipts. That is about data about sundry debtors. You should take on that in credit side. Okay. Next you should take on closing balance of debtors. Then you should take closing balance of debtors amount in the credit side. Now you should total, that is the difference amount. It is a credit sales given in the debit side of total debtors. Okay. Now I'm going to explain total creditors. See, in the total debtors, we are find out credit sales. Whereas in total creditors, we have to find credit purchase. We have to find credit purchase. Okay. So total creditors means in the credit side. See, already I told assets means you should take as a opening balance side. Whereas liabilities means you should take on credit side on opening balance. See in this question, credit 7,575 is the balance. Where should we write that creditors amount? Can anyone tell me? Creditors opening balance. Where should we write? Is anyone tell me that credit amount? Where should we write the opening balance? Is anyone tell me? Are you understand or not? If you did not understand means no, debit side is wrong. See, we are doing total creditors. Creditors means it is a liabilities. Yes, Rajeshwari, correct. Correct. Asma, wrong. See, already I told debtors means you should take on debit side. Creditors means you should write on credit side. Pawan, that is not asset side, that is credit side. That is side. Okay. See, opening balance that is 7,575. Next, we have to write two debit side, two cash 22,875. That is sundry creditors amount. Sundry creditors amount. Okay. Next, the closing balance is 7,200. Now, the difference amount is 22,500. That is credit purchase. That is credit purchase. Okay. Now we will go for trading and profit and loss account. Now we will go for trading and profit and loss account. See, opening stock in question only given, that is 8,750. See, opening stock, that is 18,750. Opening stock, that is 18,750. See, in the question only given, that is stock. Stock means what? That is the opening stock. Opening stock is always we are written in the debit of trading account. Next, purchase, how much? That is 22,500. That is credit amount. Okay, credit purchase. Now only we calculate the credit purchase and credit sales. So credit purchase, we are written in the debit side. That is 22,500. Next, wages. That is 20,175. Next, light and power. That is 425. Now, in credit side, that is sales. That is credit sales or that is the credit sale. That is 12,375. See, already in the question, that is a cash sales. That is 12,375. In that, we are deducting the credit sales. In that, you should add. In that, you should add the 60,000. That is not 6,000. That is 60,000. See, credit sale is 60,000. You should do, that is 60,000. Okay. Now it's a total. You should do total, and you should write one more another item in the credit side. That is closing stock. It is closing stock. That is 9,375. Now we get a difference in the debit side. The difference amount is a gross profit. Gross profit is the difference amount. It comes on the debit side. Next, that is gross profit carried on. Next, in that we have to do brought down on the debit side. See, already in the debit side we get in carried on amount. Now we can brought down on the credit side. Next, in the debit side, what are all expenses are giving a problem? Write on debit side. Salary, interest, telephone, rent, sundry expenses, and depreciation on plant. Depreciation on plant. See, already one is 22,500. For that, you should know 1,875. Next, another one is 24,000. The 375. That's the closing amount. Yes, that is 24,375. In that, you should deduct 21,945. That's the different amount is 2,430. Now, the differences in debit side, that is net profit. That is net profit. That is 2,500. Okay. Now we are doing a balance sheet. Now we are doing a balance sheet. Now doing a balance sheet. See, balance sheet means you only know the left side, that is a liability, and the right side asset. Now, first is on the liability side, there is sundry creditors 7,200. Next, opening capital, that is 46,800. In that, you should add net profit. You should add net profit, that is 2,520, and in that you should deduct drawings amount. You should deduct drawings amount, that is 4,500. Next, you should do add the additional capital. Additional capital, that is 52,320. Okay. Next, on the asset side, which are given in your which are given in the asset in your question, you should write on the asset side. See, first one is sundry debtors, that is 18,375. Next, cash at bank, that is 9,825. Then stock, that is 9,375. See, these are closing balances. See, when you are first one, you should mind it. See, when you are doing balance sheet, at that time, you should take on closing balance amount. You should take on closing balance amount when you are doing a balance sheet. When you are doing a balance sheet, when you are doing a balance sheet, at that time, you should take an amount of closing balance. Okay. See, sundry debtors 18,375, cash at bank 9,825, next stock 9,375, then plant 22,500. In addition, you should add a new plant. You should add new plant. Rajeshwari 2520 is a net profit. 2520 is a net profit. You should read carefully. You will understand. Okay. I will go for plant 22,500. In addition, you should add new plant 1,875. In that, you should deduct on depreciation amount. You should deduct on depreciation amount, that is 2,430. 22,500. Where, Pawan? 22,500. That is credit purchase. That is credit purchase which is telling. That is credit purchase 22,500. Pawan. We are doing a balance sheet, but you should take on plant amount. See, in working note is clearly mentioned, that is the one in working note they are given clearly mentioned. Okay, very good. See, this is one of the most important question come for your examination. Come around 15 marks. Is anyone of tell me what is consignment? Did you heard that word? Consignment? Consignment means consignment means consignment means is anyone know the meaning of consignment? The meaning of consignment. Is anyone know? Is anyone know consignment? Please tell me the meaning. Is anyone know the meaning of consignment? Please tell me. It's a transaction between two parties. Very good. Who's that little creator SH? I don't know, but it's very good. You are giving a good answer. Okay. Now I will go for consignment. Very good, Asma. Here, here the two parties become. One is consigner and another one is consignee. Okay. I will go for meaning. Consignment is a simple but effective means Rajeshwari, on tomorrow class I will once again repeat the balance sheet. Okay. Now I will go for consignment. Sachin, tomorrow class I will go balance sheet, but today I will go for consignment. Okay. See, consignment is a simple. In tomorrow session, you can ask any doubts. I will clear all from starting. Okay. Okay. Good. Hmm. See, consignment is a simple. Consignment is a simple but effective means and method of expanding business activities without incurring any additional expenses. Rajeshwari, tomorrow class I will explain everything from starting. Okay. If you have any doubts, please you should ask on tomorrow session. Today I will finish the consignment. Okay, are you understand? Okay. See, consignment is an agreement between the two or more persons wherein one person sends the goods to another person for selling them on his behalf and risk. Ashita, no wonder I told to Rajeshwari, I will explain tomorrow because still we have one more class. Still we have one more class. So I will explain tomorrow what are all your doubts you are asking. So that one I will explain on tomorrow class. Okay. Now I am explaining the consignment. I am starting consignment. Okay. It is also very in one of the important chapter. See, consignment means it is an agreement between the two or more persons wherein one person sends the goods to another person for selling them on his behalf and risk. The person sending the goods is the owner of goods, and the person to whom these goods are sent is agent. So it is very important. Consignment means it agreement between the two or more persons. One is seller and one is sale and consignment. It is one of the most important theory aspects in this question. It is a given around 10 marks or 5 marks. It is very important. Differences between consignment and sale. Okay. See, sale means what? The ownership of the goods is transferred from seller to buyer. See, sale means what? The ownership of the goods is transferred from the seller to the buyer. But whereas consignment, The ownership of the goods is not transferred to the consignee. This is very important. In the consignment, there is no transferring the ownership to consignee. Okay. Next, in case of sale on credit basis, the relationship buyer and seller is that of debtor and creditor. Where in sales, in sales, in sale, in case of sale on credit, the relationship between the buyer and seller is that of debtor and creditor. But whereas in consignment, the relationship between the consignor and consignee is that of principal and agent. Okay. In consignment, we are treating as principal and agent, but in sale, we are considered debtor and creditor. Okay. Next, in case of a sale, the risk relating to the goods passes to buyer. But in consignment, the risk relating to the goods lies with the consignor until they are sold by the consignee. Next, goods once sold cannot be returned except it is specified in the agreement. In sale, but in consignment, unsold goods can be returned to the consignor as they are the property of consignor. So this is the differences between consignment and sales. Okay. So problems and consignment. Page number 190. Page number 190. Page number 190. In this consignment, we have to do both the books on journal entry. The one is consignor and another one is consignee. We have to maintain. We have to maintain two books in two parties, that is journal entry in the books of both the parties. One is consignor and another one is consignee. Okay. See page number 190. Page number 190. Miss Rajkumar, Mr. Rajkumar and company of me as consigned on 15th March 2010, 45 cases of glassware was cost price rupees 41,235 to Krishna Setti and Company of Mysore for sale on commission at 5% on glass sales. The consumer paid freight and carriage amounting rupees 539. Then the goods arrived at Mysore on 20th March 2010. Mr. Krishna Shetty and company paid clearing charges of rupees 235 and Sunday charges rupees 59. Carriage is 102 and Gordon rent is 90. The goods and consignor the goods on consignment were sold by Ms. Krishna Shetty and Company as under 15 cases as rupees at rupees 1003 per case, 22 cases at rupees 1050 per case, and the remaining for rupees 10,000. On 21st June, on 21st June, Mr. Krishna and Company sent a draft for rupees 10,000 advance to Mr. Rajkumar and Company on 15 July 2010. Mr. Krishna Shetty and Company sent an account sales together with a bill of exchange for the balance. Give journal entry in the books of both the parties. Calculations are to be made in the nearest rupee. Next, so now we have to do a journal entry in the both the books. In the both the books. Okay. Now I'm starting. That is a consigner. Journal entries in the books of Mr. Raj Kamal and Company. That is a consigner. Okay. Now see, first journal entry is March 2010, March 15th, 2010. March 15, 2010. That is consignment to Mysore account debtor to goods sent on consignment account. Here you have to write a narration. In the narration, you will be given a clear picture of this entry. That is being the entry for goods sent on consignment to Mysore. That is total cost price, that is 41,235. Is any notes in the first journal entry? Is any doubts in the first journal entry? Is any doubts? Next, on the same date, on the same day, on the same day, the consignment account data to Mysore account, data to consignment to Mysore account data to cash account, being the entry for expenses incurred on goods consigned. How much? That is 539. See, that is expenses incurred on goods consigned. See, that is expenses or goods consigned. Okay, so that is 539. On the next journal entry, March 20th, the goods arrived at Mysore. Very important. Goods arrived at Mysore. In that, some expenses are occurred. Some expenses are paid by the consignee. That is clearing charges, sending charges, then go down rent. See, that is 235, then 59, 102. Of course, being narration ಬರಿಲೇಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನರೇಶನ್ ಬರಿಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ನರೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದ ನರೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. Okay. See, in the third entry, what are all expenses are paid by the consignee, you should write on the. See, consignment to Mysore account data to Krishna City and company account, that is 4 is all expenses. Okay. Next, next, bank account on June 20th. See, June 20th, bank account data to Krishna City account. Bank account data to Krishna City and company account, that is 10,000. Being the entry for paid. Being the entry paid on advance paid by Mr. Krishna Shetty and company. Okay. See, in this question, very important. There's a fourth journal entry. There's a fourth journal entry. Bank account, bank account debtor to Krishna Shetty and company account. That is 10,000, being the entry for advance paid by Mr. Krishna Shetty and company. Okay, see, that's the fourth journal entry which are given in the advance, which are paid advance. That one you should write on fourth entry. That is bank account data to Krishna Shetty and company account. Next, July 15th. Next, July 15th. July 15th, Krishna Shetty and company account data to consignment to Mysore account. Consignment to Mysore account. That is, see, here sales are made by consignee. That is you should write on this fifth journal entry. See example, see in the question given 15 cases at rupees 1003 and also 22 cases at rupees 1050 per case. Then you should do add for both the sales amount. See, plus you should do on last for the remaining case is a 10,000 means total amount how much? That is 48,145. 48,145. Next, consignment to Mysore account debtor to Krishna Shetty account. In that, they are giving a 5% commission on sales. That one you should write on only commission amount. That is a 5% commission amount. Then bills receivable account data to Krishna Shetty and company account. See, you have to deduct all those things which are given the payment. Next, consignment to Mysore account data to profit and loss account. In the entry for payment transfer, how much you get profit, that one you should transfer to profit and loss account. Last, goods and term consignment means being the entry for goods and term consignment transferred to trading account. How much the total goods are transferred, you should write on the last entry. Next, we are preparing for consignee. In the books of consignee means Krishna Shetty. Next, this is the first journal entry. Raj Kamal and company account data to cash account, that is 486. That is 486. Next, Raj Kamal and company account data to bank account, that is 10,000. Next, bank account data to Raj Kamal and company account, that is 48,145. Next, Raj Kamal and company account data to commission, that is 2,407. Rajmal and company account data to bills payable account, being a remittance of final settlement amount. So these are problems will become for examination. At the time you should write both you should write in the both the books. There is generality, consignor and consignee. This type of question will be come for your examination. Okay. Is any doubts? Is any doubts? For tomorrow is the last class. So in the last class, which are all you have get some doubts, you should tomorrow clarify. I will explain from starting to till today, whichever I explain. Okay. Thank you.